can you do a front flip though?
Shutting up.
Welcome back to Q&A. Every week, you guys come through with the support and you leave a bunch of your comments. You Snapchat me a load of your comments as well and questions. And I want to thank you guys all so much for the support recently. It's super greatly appreciated. I hope that you guys do continue to enjoy our Snapchat like Q&A weekly thing that we got going on here. The next one comes from Robert62 and he says, "Yo Christian, what is your favorite Pokeball and why?" My favorite Pokeball has to be the Quick Ball. I love the design on it looks absolutely insane, and the Quick Ball has come in clutch so many times when I've used it throughout Let's Plays and stuff like that when I've captured like a Pokemon. I've also captured, I remember back in Pokemon X and Y, I actually captured, I think it was Xerneas in a Quick Ball as well, because their like catch rate's really low, so that worked out absolutely perfect for me, and the Quick Ball just came in clutch, so Ball is probably one of my favorites. The next one comes from Mac Humphreys, and he says, "What 3 things you wish Nintendo would do and add to Pokemon games?" Yo, shout out to the dog in the back. The 3 things I wish Nintendo would do, probably, which I'm actually happy they've done this. They've brought back character customization, so I'm happy they've done that in the game. But the 3 things I wish they'd let you do, I guess, for like Pokemon games and such like that, I'd say like customization on like bicycles and stuff like that. I mean, it'd be really cool to pimp up a bike, or you could like, I know this is like pushing the boat out because they're gonna start, even though these games are like aimed at younger kids, you know, it'd be dope if you could drive a car. Could you imagine like GTA in a Pokemon game? Oh, okay, I saw. So that's probably one of the things I could do, like more customization. Probably would have more, you know, more than one region in a game. I think that'd be pretty worked out well. I just love to have that factor in it. And the last one, probably I would have to make every single Pokemon Umbreon. Yeah, boy. Oh, was it hard to transfer from controller to keyboard and mouse? Right, I'm gonna let you in, like, basically, right, all honesty, when I play Overwatch and stuff like that, I play with the controller because I cannot get used to, you know, keyboard and mouse. But I did used to play a lot of PlayStation games back in the day, and it was difficult because you've got to get used to like W, A, S, D, and then Q and E and stuff like that, and the moving and aiming with the mouse. It is hard, but if you keep going at it, it works out really easy. I mean, my tips, I would say, would to be, you know, not to play like half the game with the keyboard and mouse and then think, no, I can't do this, and go to the controller, because that's, you know, you're not really doing anything. You're like defeating the objective there. So basically what you want to do is you just want to stick it out and just use keyboard and mouse all the way. You know, for gaming stuff like that, I'd really love to be able to play fully with the keyboard and mouse, but when it comes to like Overwatch and stuff like that, I cannot play. I've tried so many times, and you know, even though I give the tips out, just stick with the keyboard. I have got a little bit better, I'm not gonna lie, with the mouse and keyboard, but I've just got to keep going at it. So yeah. So the next one's from Nick Gilman, and he says, "What is your favorite nature in Pokemon?" My favorite nature in Pokemon will probably Modest for the special attack. I used it with Magnezone when I was in the UCL season 1. And the Modest is something that I run on the majority of my Pokemon, so probably that would be my favorite. The next one comes from Donut323, and he says, "How did you meet Poketubers like the King Nappy and or Hoodlums Crafted?" I met Nappy through Lumiose Station. I was once the guy that like conducted all the Wi-Fi battles and stuff like that. And then we started talking a lot more, and I started doing top 5s over on Lumiose Station. And then we met at PAX South in San Antonio, and then we just started talking, and then we met again in PAX East, and then I met Callum way back in the day when I first started out, because he's also from England. We'll say he's from the UK, we'll say, so, because like Scotland, England, and all that. So I just started talking to him, and we just became really good friends. And then, you know, I met Callum at PAX East this year, and it just kind of like diverse from there. We've always been like close friends, so that's probably how we all met. So the next one comes from Josh Craig, and he says, "Previous snap was for Q&A Sunday, wasn't sure you was taking him, so I sent mine in ASAP." Okay, I think I did open it, but by accident, so I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Armando Ibarra, I'm sorry if I butchered that, dude. sends in, what's your top 5 legendaries from all generations? And do you do YouTube full-time or do you have a job? My top 5 favorite legendaries, I probably would say, Reshiram is my first, Dialga is the second, Suicune the third, Moltres the fourth, and I'd probably say Xerneas is the fifth. I just love the whole designs of those guys. And do I do YouTube as a full-time? I don't do YouTube as a full-time. I'd absolutely love to be able to live that dream of doing YouTube as a full-time job, but unfortunately I don't. Next one comes from Max Crossberg, and he says, what is your favorite food? My favorite food definitely has to be chicken curry. I don't know why. Whenever we go to like this place called Cosmos in Manchester, not in Manchester, sorry, in Sheffield, there's a place called Cosmos, and we go there, me and my girlfriend Jessica, all the time. And I get like a chicken curry with rice and noodles, and oh my god, it's absolutely amazing. Currently being around right now. Oh, so question is, where have you been around the world, and what places do you want to go? I've not really been that far, to be honest. I've been to Miami, and then I've been to San Antonio, I've been to Boston, and I have been to... where have I been? I've been to like Spain, Greece, and stuff like that. I've been like down to what do you call it now? The Caribbean islands and stuff like that. So that's places where I have been. The place I really want to go, as you guys know, Tokyo probably would be one. I'd also like to go see Las Vegas. That'd be definitely a place that I really want to go. So definitely Tokyo and Las Vegas is on the list there for when I go, you know, if I could travel anywhere at all. So guys, thank you all for your Snapchat questions. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and, oh wow, I've opened all those and this didn't even record button, oh, my bad. But yeah, thank you to everyone that sent in your questions there. I super greatly appreciate it. And let's go ahead and take some questions from Twitter. Alright, so the next one comes from Cyrus4010. Says, if you could live in a Nintendo game-based universe other than Pokemon, which gameverse would you live in? Another game other than, I probably would like to live, I don't know, it's kind of hard because I do like a lot of Nintendo games. But it is really hard, so I probably would say something like Zelda or something like that. I mean, that'd be a pretty dope world to be able to live in that. So probably it would be that, but if it was to be Pokemon, the place I would live probably would, I would say the Alola region, in all, like, to be honest with you, because that's like an amazing region so far, as you guys know. So, you know, it's definitely a place I'd love to be able to live if it was in there. So the next one comes from Juan Jamiz, I think it is. Sorry if I butchered that, dude. What was your first anime, and what female character did you have a crush on when you were a kid? My first anime was Soul Eater. I absolutely loved that, and I've rewatched it twice, and I still absolutely love that anime. My female character I had a crush on when I was a kid. The girl who works with Danny Phantom. I don't know why. When I was a kid, I used to always watch that, Danny Phantom, and probably would be her. And I think when I was a kid, I probably didn't know what love was, but I thought I was in love with her, definitely. Connor WTK1 says, French fries or chips? Not starting that argument again. It's chips. Next one comes from James. This says, what's your favorite soccer/football teams? My favorite football team would be Liverpool. I support Barnsley because I'm from Barnsley, and also I would say Leicester City because they've like been absolutely amazing in this season. So I'd say that. I'd say that. All right, so we got a lot of comments from last week's Q&A, so I'm going to go ahead and read some of these out for you. So the Griff Dog yet again says, hey Feint, what's your least favorite video game of all time? But I know you are into all the board games. My least favorite video game, I don't know. I don't really have. If it was my least favorite, I probably wouldn't play it. The Gaming Miner says, which Xbox or PS do you like the best? PlayStation 1. Definitely. I played all my old games on PlayStation 2. I used to play like Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that back in the day. So they were the best ones back in the day. Q&A, how did you meet John? I'm taking like that's Operation iDroid. I met John through Twitter, and then we also met at PAX South in San Antonio. We like had food together, and then we just become like really, really close friends from that. Fun fact, John's actually coming over in August to England to stop with me for 2 weeks. So we'll have a bunch of videos put together for that when he comes, and we're going to go traveling and stuff like that. So I'm super excited for that. Feint, what nationality are you? And I love your accent. Well, thank you, Puck Panda Master Panda. My nationality, I am English, and my accent is like the south of England. You can tell a lot of difference between me and Game Boy Luke and like Padders and stuff like that. I don't actually live too far away from Padders. I live like probably like an hour and a half away from Padders. I live closer to him than what I do to Luke. I live about 4 hours away from Luke. Luke's got like a really posh accent for an English thing, and Paddis has like got between like either Scottish and then coming down to my kind of accent. So that's why we all like, the three of us diverse a lot through our accents. So I would probably say it's weird because I've never heard anybody on YouTube or anything like that with the same kind of accent as me. So that kind of makes me feel special. Kind of like that. But yeah, guys, we only got a quick Q&A this week. Also, we do have a brand new video dropping at 9 PM, so make sure you are subscribed. It's one you're going to love, and I hope that you guys do go on to enjoy it. Could be a new LP, could be. I'm not going to tease too much, but if you follow me on Twitter, I'm pretty sure you already know. But yeah, thank you all so much for sending your Snapchats in. Unfortunately, I couldn't get these Snapchats on the screen for you guys this week, so if you didn't hear, you probably would have heard me talking about it, because when I was like using my recording software, unfortunately it didn't record for some strange reason, and unfortunately I opened all the Snapchats as well, so that kind of sucks. But for next week, we'll definitely have the Snapchat like up on the screen for you guys, so I'm kind of excited for that. So thank you all so much for watching this week's Q&A. I hope that you guys do continue to enjoy the series. If you did, slap a like on it down below. It's super greatly appreciated. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any more content of the channel. And with that being said, my name's FeintAttacks, and I will catch you guys back next time.